While the name may have stayed the same, the face behind Robin's domino mask has changed constantly over the years. Some of the Robins aged out and moved on to other roles, some died, some quit, and with DC's convoluted multiverse, some of them only existed in alternate timelines. I'm Ewan, this is Wild Culture Comics, and here are 10 insane alternate Robins you won't believe. Number 10. Bruce Wayne Jr. Long before Damian Wayne came along to shake up Bruce's world as a new dad, several older storylines explored the idea of Bruce having a son and training him as Robin. Starting in 1960, a series of in-universe stories written by Alfred Pennyworth told a story of Bruce Wayne marrying Kathy Kane, that era's Batwoman, and having a son named Bruce Jr. When Bruce retires, Dick Grayson steps up to become Batman 2. Like, he literally has a 2 written on his suit because, well, I don't know. And Bruce Jr. becomes Robin 2, completing a new dynamic duo. Elsewhere, in a story full of comic book fan service, a 1996 Captain America Batman crossover envisions the Dark Knight and the Star-Spangled Man teaming up in the 1940s to take on Joker and Red Skull. Cap is subsequently frozen and wakes up in the 90s to find that Batman has aged and retired, Dick Grayson has become Batman, and Bruce Jr. is the new Robin. Given Bruce's Playboy persona, who knows how many other potential Robins may be out there? Number 9. The Robins of the Dark Knight universe. In the original Dark Knight Returns, Jason Todd's Robin is dead diddly Ed, and Dick Grayson's Robin is nowhere to be found, so Bruce Wayne retires from crime fighting. Enter Carrie Kelly, a tough and brave young girl who comes to Bruce's aid after he puts on the mask yet again. Carrie is notable as being the first, but not the last, female depiction of Robin. In The Dark Knight Strikes Again, we get even more backstory for this universe's boy wonders. It turns out that Bruce fired Dick from his Robin role and lost track of him. What we soon find out is that Dick has gone over the edge, becoming a government-sanctioned superhero with extensive genetic manipulation and taking on the appearance of the Joker. He kills several heroes of this universe before a final showdown with Bruce, who dumps him into a pit of lava underneath the Batcave, finishing him off for good. And yeah, there's a reason why we don't talk about The Dark Knight Strikes Again, or the next one he did, which involved Bruce yelling slurs at a young Dick Grayson and traumatizing him into becoming the Boy Wonder. Number 8. Teen Titans Go! Dick Grayson. Despite sharing the name of our Dick, Teen Titans Go! Robin is more of an amalgam of Dark Knight Returns Dick, Jason Todd, and the Dick Grayson we know from our history. The Dick of Teen Titans Go! Demonstrates many non-heroic traits. He is insecure, narcissistic, a perfectionist, and a know-it-all, as well as being occasionally over-the-top cartoon violent. Although he is nominally the leader of the team, he garners virtually no respect from the other Titans, usually ending up as the butt of jokes. There is a bit of backstory to this though. It's played for laughs, but he was shown to be virtually ignored as a sidekick and companion by Batman before joining the Titans. Despite this, he desperately seeks to emulate Bruce and appear as a hero in his eyes. Teen Titans Go! Might not be the OG Titans series, but it's still great fun, and its incarnation of Robin is one of the best bits about it. Number 7. Earth 43 Dick Grayson. In the Red Rain reality, Dick's entire family was killed by a vampiric Batman. This had the opposite effect of our Bruce adopting Dick, driving Grayson over the edge and turning him into a violent, obsessive vampire hunter bent on avenging his family. After searching for him for years, a hunt which included Dick killing a vampire Barbara Gordon, Robin finally tracks down Bruce's lair and finds him during daytime, where he's all fast asleep in his coffin. Just before he's about to stake Batman, a group of other arriving heroes wake him, and during the ensuing battle, Dick is bitten by Bruce and turned into a bloodsucker himself. At the end of the story, Dick has followed the familiar storyline and become Batman's partner, as well as a member of the Blood League, this universe's Justice League. Is that considered a happy ending in a vampire world? Number 6. Red Robin. There have been a few heroes to use the name Red Robin, but for the purposes of this list, we're going to look at the Dick Grayson of the alternate future shown in the fantastic miniseries Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, set in a reality where our DC heroes are retired or dead, focuses on the generational differences between these retired characters we know and love, and a new generation, in some cases offspring of our heroes, who spend all their time winking at the camera and throwing buses at each other in ultra-violent ways. As often happens in DC storylines, Batman and Superman end up on two different sides in a battle to contain superhumans who don't cooperate with Superman's rather iron-fisted rule upon his return. Much to Batman's chagrin, Dick Grayson comes out of retirement and becomes Red Robin, joining Superman's pro-containment heroes. In this timeline, Dick became Nightwing and ultimately married Starfire, and they had a child together, Marie Grayson, codenamed Nightstar, who fights alongside her father. At the end of the story, Dick and Bruce reconcile, on the same side once again. Number 5. Elseworlds Ninja Robin. In the 1996 Elseworlds Robin Annual, we take a trip to 16th century Japan. In this reality, Robin starts out as a nameless young warrior. In a clever tie-in to Japanese mythology, the young man is named Tengu, after creatures of legend who had the characteristics of both birds of prey and humans. Tengu is taken in by the Bat Samurai, a powerful warrior who teaches him the arts of war. After adventuring across Japan, the Bat is killed, and Tengu discovers that not only was he meant to be assassinated, but that he is the rightful heir to the imperial throne, and is being targeted by a false claimant to being emperor. Tengu tracks down the usurper and kills him, and then commits ritual suicide out of dishonor. What? I didn't say it had a happy ending. Number 4. DC 1 Million Toy Wonder. This very odd story takes place in the 853rd century. Even then, there is still a Batman and Robin. To paraphrase Amanda Waller in the wonderful Justice League Unlimited episode Epilogue, the thought of a world without a Batman is unacceptable. By this point, Batman has a robotic Robin as a sidekick, nicknamed the Toy Wonder. In this time, Batman, whose real name is never revealed, was an orphan whose parents were guards on prison planet Pluto, which is really fun to say over and over again. During an uprising, Batman was forced to watch his parents be killed, setting off his mission to avenge them. The mission included digging back through centuries of information to discover the original Batman and Robin and what they stood for. This Batman didn't feel complete without a Robin, so he built one and programmed it with his own personality from when he was an innocent child. The Toy Wonder, an extremely advanced robot, came to realize that Dick Grayson acted as a conscience for Bruce Wayne, a balance that was intended to keep Batman from going too far in his quest for revenge. Robot Robin became the same conscience, ensuring that even a Batman centuries removed from the original had a sidekick. Number 3. Stan Lee's Robin. This character was part of a very early 2000s-ish gimmick in which classic DC Comics characters were reimagined by Marvel icon Stan Lee in a reality called Earth-6. One of the characters he tackled was, of course, Robin. In Stan the Man's story, this Robin is an orphan who is a thief and murderer working for Reverend Dark, the supervillain who is the main baddie in all 13 issues of Stan's DC crossover work. This Robin is about as far from our Robin as possible. He is violent, sneaky, dangerous, and also a liar. The Boy Wonder is assigned by Reverend Dark to kill Batman. Batman survives Robin's assassination attempt, and after a heart-to-heart with the Dark Knight about what kind of man the not-so-good Reverend really is, appears to change allegiances. In the finale of the series, however, it's revealed that Robin never did switch sides, but was indeed working for Dark the whole time. He ends up betraying this world's version of the Justice League, allowing an ultimate evil called Crisis to wreak havoc on Earth, killing every hero, and even Robin himself. Robin was ultimately redeemed, however, being reborn as the Atom of a new Earth-6. Number 2. Deathwing. Okay, so this Robin is a nasty piece of work. In this future Robin's reality, a powerful being named Lord Chaos conquered Earth. Dick Grayson, who had grown enough by that time to take the name of Nightwing, helped lead rebels against Lord Chaos and trained young heroes who became known as Titans. In this reality, Dick is in a relationship with fellow Titan Mirage. As part of a mission, Nightwing and his team travel back to our time, while here he is attacked and corrupted by a dark version of Raven. he does a complete mirror universe 180, changing his name to DEATHWING, which is pretty edgy and in keeping for the 90s time of the whole comic, and becoming Raven's sidekick. The good in him completely washed away. This version of Robin would later survive several trips through various timelines, changing his memories and identity so much that in later Teen Titans canon, it was questioned whether or not this had even been Dick in the first place. Regardless, once turned, he certainly wasn't worthy of the Robin mantle. Plus, that costume is just hideous. And number 1. Earth C- Boyd the Robin Wonder. Come on, what do you expect from a comic called Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew? In that title, the lead character, Rodney Rabbit, was a cartoonist who created in-universe adventures of superpowered animal heroes on Earth C-. Earth C- was populated by animal superheroes copied from the real DC, with Batmouse, Green Lambkin, The Crash, Wonder Wabbit, and, well, you get the idea. Oh, and they're all members of the Just a Lot of Animals. That's the team, Just a Lot of Animals. Boyd, the Robin Wonder, was the faithful sidekick to Batmouse. Why a Robin would choose to sidekick for a mouse and why Batmouse was so large are matters better left to better science, but the funny animal division of DC was never really about reality in the first place. Boyd wears the same traditional costume as Dick Grayson, just as Batmouse wears the older yellow bat logo style costume. When not helping their JLA with galaxy-spanning adventures, Batmouse and Boyd patrolled their version of Gotham, fighting rogues such as the Porker, an animal version of the Joker. You know, the famous Batman villain, the Joker, the Clone Prince of Crim, that guy. And well, those were 10 insane alternate Robins you maybe won't believe. Who do you think is the wildest version of Robin? Let us know in the comments below, drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe to What Culture Comics too so you don't miss another upload going forward. I've been Ewan, catch me on Twitter at EwanRuinsThings if you want to, and I will see you next time. Bye!